What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game Over Gurkha Man. Welcome to Dark Souls. I am, of course, your wonderful host, Gurkha Man, and today we're going into the New Londo Ruins. And because we're going into the New Londo Ruins, I'm going to be equipping the Transient Curse. Actually, yes, that's right. I just realized I didn't drop off the items between episodes like I normally do, so I'm going to quickly clear out my item box. Alright, now we've done that. Now we can get under there. Something I did do actually yesterday, which I didn't talk about in the last episode. I'll quickly go over this, just so you're up to speed. So what I did was, I got the longsword that I had previously upgraded to +5. And I went to Andre and got that turned into a Divine Longsword. Its stats aren't particularly amazing or anything like that, but the reason I wanted that Divine Longsword was so that I can, when I go to the catacombs, I can use it on the skeletons, and because there are necromancers that resurrect the skeletons, this will stop them from being able to be resurrected. And I also bought a bunch of Titanite, and I fully upgraded the Crest Shield there to +5. And I upgraded most of my armor. I think I still need some Titanite chunks to get all my armor up to full spec, but my Wanderer Cloak is up to +9, and my helm is +9, and I think my boots and gloves are getting close. Yeah, +7 boots and +6 gloves. So, that's something that they actually took away in Dark Souls 3. You can't upgrade the armor, and it's something that some people aren't overly fond of, but I don't feel like... I would much rather invest my shields and weapons where I want to be putting all my upgrades. I would much rather have armor that has set stats. Maybe that have different scaling stats. That'd be all right, so that they scale with your outfit, with your build. But I've never really been a big fan of putting upgraded materials into your actual armor and weapons. I always thought it was a little bit of a waste. So that's one thing they added in Dark Souls 3, or removed in Dark Souls 3 rather, that I don't have a problem with. Now, something before we get too far into here, we're going to run into someone you might remember. Who's that running towards us? Oh my god. It's our good friend, the Crestfallen Warrior from Firelink Shrine. He's finally gone hollow. I guess he must have, after he said everything he had to say to me, I guess he didn't have a purpose anymore. And he's gone hollow. Whoops. Let's have a duel. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, snap! I didn't expect that to connect. I'll take it. He's not a big challenge at all, but it's a little sad that for whatever reason he did go hollow. Poor guy. I got no hatred towards the Crestfallen Warrior. He shows up in all of the games. He was in there. Demon Souls, he was in this one. Was he in Dark Souls 2? Yes, he is in Dark Souls 2. And he's most certainly in Dark Souls 3 as well. Anyway, let's use this Transient Curse. It's a good idea in here. If you're not cursed, to have a Transient Curse. I wonder how this does against these guys. One hit. I like it. I like it already. Sometimes they drop Transient Curses, which is nice when it happens. They also have other drops too. There's a particular weapon they drop, a short sword. I guess it's more of a dagger, really. And it's pretty useful because it's one of the only items... if you have a cursed item, sorry, not a cult. If you have cursed weapons, you can use that against them and it'll hurt them too, which makes sense since you basically either need to be cursed or to be holding the arm of a cursed person to be able to actually hurt them. The attacks they do are so creepy and cool. But I don't think I even know how to get cursed weapons, to be honest. I've never dabbled with them, never had any experience with them. That one there is my least favorite one in the whole game, because that down there is your shortcut to the end boss of the area once you've unlocked the rest of this place. And you don't want to be using a Transient Curse just for that one character. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Also, these ghosts are absolutely everywhere down here, and they can attack you through through walls and all kinds of just ghosties. Goddamn ghosties. Anyway. What's down here? There's so many like little paths and nooks and... It's a big area to explore, New Londo, actually, and there's no shortcut. There's no bonfire in this area. I think that's why they put the... This one's a little bit different. She's holding a baby, and she screams. Still dies in one hit, but it's an interesting little detail. Yeah, this area is big, and there's no... I'm getting lots of transient curses dropped. There is no bonfire for this area, so the path to the boss, if you die on it, is a fucking pain in the ass. And I understand that's why they put the fire... I guess someone at some point didn't... Get out here! That's a trap. Oh, come on so I can get you. There you go. Stupid ghost. Yeah, I think that's why they put that firekeeper soul down here, actually, to be like, hey, there used to be a bonfire here. It's almost like to tease you that, oh yeah, we used to have a bonfire, but this whole city was basically, it was full of the undead, much like myself. The city of the undead. But something called the Abyss started to spread, and when the Abyss started to spread, this city was flooded. This is a shortcut that I've never actually used before, because I don't understand how it's supposed to make life easier. And this is another trap here. As you run into here, those guys are all... Oh, it's just the one. Should try to stab you down. It's the fact that there's no real, like, they can just kind of float around however they like. That's what makes these annoying. Well, one of the many things that makes them annoying. I can think of a bunch of reasons why they're annoying, but anyway. Just the amount of traps. The amount of traps for these guys. Thankfully, the actual damage they output is pretty low. But the way they get away around that and like they make them difficult later on is with sheer numbers. I'm like talking big numbers. Lots of ghosts. She won't follow us out here. She's too afraid. Too afraid to come after us. That is a drop that I can't do. Now this is going to be... Yeah, this is where they all start coming out of the woodwork, right here. Fucking ghosts everywhere. Oh, fucking Christ almighty. You can lure them out of the house, they're not so bad. Although I can't get this one close enough to actually hurt it. The reason I like fighting them inside is because at least inside I don't have to worry about getting knocked off edges, but then inside there's a lot less space to move around in. And there's walls to have my weapons bounce off, which makes it hard again for other reasons. Nope. Nope. But yeah, so many ghosts! Come on, horizontal swing! No! Ugh. Hate ghosts! These are thankfully the only enemies like this in the entire game. Thank God. Oh, what? Oh, my transient curse ran out. That's what happened. Damn it. Alright, back here again. Let's get back that humanity and souls. Hopefully this time my humanity doesn't, my shit doesn't run out. Hopefully. Ugh. Oh god, there's so many! Fucking ghosts! Get out of here, ghosts! Alright. I'm going to... Fuck, I hate this place. Thankfully I have to come through this part once, but... God. They make it unpleasant. Look at all these jokers. Look how many of these fuckers there are. Christ. Yeah, I'll just... Ugh. Funny thing is, once these guys are out of the way, specifically these ones here, the rest of it's pretty easy. Oh, getting fucking cheeky with me. Oh, that was that jerk that lives up there. Okay, Okay. Whew. Now. Oh, one of them dropped something. Please be your fancy pants weapon. God damn it, just more transient curse. Now, there might be more living in here, but anyway, now at least I feel like I can explore a little bit without being too paranoid. You can see why there's so many ghosts in this room, because this place is full of skeletons, probably the dead. I mean, obviously there's skeletons of the dead, but probably the ones that we're fighting right here are the, this is probably them. Which I think in itself is a kind of a neat... There we go. Transient curse, it's worn off. I got another one there. I can't believe I've got 7 of these bastards now. Usually they don't get dropped anywhere near that frequently, but I guess I do have the Covetous Serpent Ring and the humanity in my thing. Hey, there's a guy up here. Now, you may remember I bought a Purging Stone. On my first playthrough, I didn't know about the Purging Stone, but I looked up online and was told that this guy here could cure my curse. So here's me with half health, no transient curse, trying to run through all those ghosts to get to this guy to get my curse, like, taken away because I didn't know what I was doing. Holy shit, it was a bad time.
Well, this is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the 4 kings whom I guard over. This is the key to the seal.
Thanks, bro.
The 4 kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this key to break the seal and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable. Hello there. What is it? The key to the seal is now in your hands. I will help you in any way possible.
Alright, yeah, so he can break a curse. He also sells things. What's he got? Transient curses. He's got resist curse. There's a way of getting his armor set too, but I've forgotten what it is.
New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Mark my words. The Dark Wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were never meant to roam again. New Londo was sacrificed to contain the Dark Wraiths. Alright,
so the Dark Wraiths, we'll be meeting some of those in this episode. They are actually, I need to farm them so I can get Titanite chunks. They actually drop slabs too, which is very occasionally, which is pretty fucking awesome. But the Dark Wraiths, basically, they come... Well, you'll see when you see them, but basically they have some connections to the Abyss, and the Abyss is obviously bad. With a name like the Abyss, of course it is. The Abyss is something I haven't really spoken about. It's very specific to this place, in this part of the game at least. We'll be seeing a lot more of the Abyss when we do the DLC, as it's a very, very, very large part of the DLC. But, that whole, once again, that whole lore side of things, if you want to know more about that, there's definitely better places to go to find out about it. Hey! I cheated you, guy. Come down here and get me! Come on. I wonder if I can... No, I can't jump that high. Can I get it up there? That's the question. There we go. Okay. Yeah, my main quest for today is just to open up this area, and I'm going to be, there's a few things around I want to do in this little area here. But like I said before, I won't be fighting the end boss of this area because I don't feel ready yet. I usually leave them until a little bit later in the game. There's lots of cool things hidden around this place, though. Lots of cool items. Stuff like that. A very dense area. Definitely one of the areas in the game that feels genuinely finished, actually. it doesn't feel like there's much that they wanted to do in this area that they didn't get the chance to do. Which is more than I can say for a lot of other places in the game. Rare ring of sacrifice. Is there anything else up here? I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Hop through that window. Bloop! Back down into here. Alright, now let's go back downstairs again. Let's go open those floodgates, shall we? Oh wait, there's this item down here too. What's this? This is a... Oh, it's the green titanite shard. There's no music here either, but every now and then you get that little ding echo sound, which is almost like music, kind of. I always like that. I thought it was a clever little touch. Especially with all the water in here, it really adds that sort of sense of depth to the place. If you come up through here, very, very dense map. Hey, where are we? We're looking down on the Valley of the Drakes. We were here last episode. And there's a composite bow, which is a really nice bow. There's also, I think, a ring there, which I've missed. We can always get that later on. I think it's a PvP-focused ring anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Seeing as I only do PvE. And if we come down here, we can find, well, there's an elevator. There's also this gate, but we got the key from that guy, so now we can come down here and we can give this a good old-fashioned push. And we ostensibly just doubled the size of the map. All the water's gone. Now those drakes are down there. So now there's two ways into this particular area. And there's also a downstairs area we can explore, and another area which you can access through using the... there's another elevator basically where the entrance is, and that's the way you would go if you wanted to get to the Four Kings. Now, as I said, there's an ember here we want, which will allow us to ascend our Baldurite sword to a plus 15, which will... in terms of damage output, put it ahead of our lovely halberd we've been using for this entire playthrough for the most part. Like I said, they flooded a city of the undead here, which is why there is just like... the ground is just littered with corpses. And this is the Dark Raids. This is why they flooded it, to keep these guys out. Or rather, trapped in. But to stop them from reaching the surface and taking over. I love their shield. It is the coolest thing. I used to struggle with these guys a lot, now I find them to be pretty easy. Although normally I'd be using my Baldurite sword against them and not this particular weapon, but anyway. Got some exploring to do down here. Just even the sound design, like they're walking on the bodies, you get like, it sounds kind of... I don't know, like there's some patches that sounds like you're walking on bone and then other bits sound squishy and others just sound like stone. I love it. I love this place. Aesthetically, it's just, it's such a gross idea too. Like imagine being in a city like this and just having... They never explain where the water came from or how they flooded it. They just put up some gates, I guess, and then just poured water in here and drowned everyone. But, oh, just like that idea is so messed up. So messed up. And this place is of course called New Londo because it was supposed to be like, I believe from memory, which means I'm probably wrong. There was like humanity, like they wanted to make something in the image of Londo, the city of the gods. Humanity wanted their own city, and so New Londo was born, or founded. Although the Four Kings have part of Gwyn's soul, so I guess Gwyn must have had some degree of involvement with it. No. I can just keep my distance from this guy. Once you've got, like, once my weapon is plus 15, these guys are actually... nothing. I can hear a guy using a shield, but I can't see him anywhere. He must be on the other side of this fog door. Where are you? I get so turned around in here though, like I do not know my way around here at all. It's so dark, you know? Not the darkest area in the game, but it's still quite dark. Oh, I fucked that up. Come on, do your thing. Their shield, they don't actually have a physical shield, it's like literally just like a glove that they have equipped, and then it summons that shield. Which I always thought was pretty cool. Aha, and now we have this guy who is... Okay, I thought I was coming around his side, but evidently that wasn't the case. Yuck. This is big head with a sword in it. I don't know, it's the gross, whatever it is. Doesn't seem to like this weapon too much. There's another one of these which is blocking a doorway, and that one is really hard to take care of. We've also got, I don't think you've seen these guys yet in this particular playthrough. It's exploding heads. They always make me think of the Lost Souls in Doom, actually. Those. I know the ones in Doom aren't like that, but I don't think of it anyway. Oh wait, I knew there was another one of these here somewhere. But yeah, these guys are great for farming Titanite chunks, and Titanite slabs apparently are a bit more of a rare drop, but they do drop them sometimes. In Dark Souls 2 you can actually find one of their helmets, so you can look like one. You have to wear this, run around with a skull for a face, which I get a kick out of. Now, where are we? Yeah, like I said, I get turned around in this place a lot. There's a lot to do and see. Okay, so that's the elevator that brings us down from the main entrance. Now, like I said, I'm not exploring all of this place. I just want to get enough of it to get some, get that upgrade I need, or that I want. Is it this way? I'll keep that item there so I don't get completely lost. Wow, there's a morning train. You don't hear those here very often. Usually the train doesn't come until later at night. Weird. I think this is the right way to that Ember. I think. It's been so long. Is this it? I think this might be it. Very large Ember. That is it. Fantastic. Absolutely want that. And then that's a dead end up this way. Yeah, there are... I'm gonna have to come here between episodes and really farm Titanite chunks so I can get the get my weapons where I want them for the next areas. So I'm probably gonna stop recording after this episode today, actually, which is only 2 episodes today, but I feel like that's not too bad. I don't think anyone actually sells Titanite chunks. Maybe they do, and I just don't remember who they were. Now I'm all turned around and lost again. It was a bit of an ordeal to get up to that Ember, so I guess that makes sense. There's that train again. That's a second reason to stop recording, I suppose. Soul of a Brave Warrior. Alright. Alright! What was this? This is the stairs up here. Cool. Alright, we're done with the upstairs part. Oh shit, you followed me all the way here? Oh, this is a terrible place to fight one of you. Absolutely awful place. Can I just drop down on top of you or something from here? Oh, I'm gonna need more room if I'm gonna fight this guy. Bad situation to be in. He's hooked on the... Thought you were hooked on the geometry, man. I do like the fact, for whatever reason, the swords suffer with this problem a lot more than this does. This has a much easier time getting through walls. Swords will bounce off walls, but this weapon seems to be happy to clip through them without too much of a problem. Making life a little easier. Okay, so now we've come through here. Next would be... I can show you where the boss is, I suppose. I think it's out this way, or is this where I came in? No, this is the way to the boss. The other reason I want to come down here and clear these places out is so I can get as many chunks as I can before I start farming. Alright, come here, you. cheeky fuck. Come on. Hey! Hey! Oh, hey! 4 swing combo, I gotta remember that. I always forget, because most enemies stop at 3, but these guys, a little more relentless. Just a little proud knight, thank you. No, not there. Must be somewhere I can buy Titanite chunks. Having to farm for them seems a little much. Tractodite orb. But yeah, just the atmosphere in this place is pretty special, I think. Okay, now these to lure me into a trap, because up here there's another one of those big brain things, and several of the I think there's ghosts in here too, actually. Yeah, there's 2 dark raids, several ghosts. To farm dark raids effectively too, I think you need at least 10 humanity to get like a decent drop rate, which is a little bit of a pain. Can't believe why aren't you guys dropping any chunks for me, you stingy bastards? Oh, gross. That stuff slows you right down, I think. Or it causes poison. I don't remember. It's purple, so it looks like it should cause poison. Your attacks are weird, mate. Your fucking sword in your mouth and shit. What else we got? We got explodey head. Got the chest. Okay. Titanite chunk. No, that's better than nothing, I guess. I need as many chunks as I can get. So thanks, game, for being a little bit generous. And yeah, right in there, that is where you fight the 4 Kings, which is the boss for this area. But like I've said a couple times in this episode, I guess because I like repeating myself, I'm not ready yet. Or I just don't want to do it yet. Thank you for the chunk. Chunky monkey and the funky funky. There is a hidden chunk somewhere that I've missed too, like a chunk in a chest. Where is that? It's through a secret door. Through a Oh, I love the bone crunching sound. It's so gross. It is. Where is it? Where is it? Normally once I get to this part too, actually it might be here. Yeah, this might be it. Yes! Oh shit! Oh no! Not there. Well, here we are again. I guess I'll show you the other way down. Now, there's another reason why I'm not fighting the boss for this place, like on top of not being ready, I feel, in terms of leveling and items, or weaponry upgrades. The other reason is, there's an item we need, because basically, in order to get to the boss, the 4 Kings, you need to be able to traverse the Abyss, and we can't actually do that yet. There's a particular item you need by beating another boss, in order to get the privilege. So, there you go. Multiple reasons why we can't fight the boss for this area yet. The run back here sucks. Okay, now as I stated, I hate this ghost here the most. That's this one here. And that's because it's guarding this. And, you know, if you're out of transient curses and you're trying to make a run back to the boss, that ghost there will basically just ruin your day. Every time. Guaranteed. Thankfully, I have like 19 transient curses, so I'm not going to complain too much. But, yeah, fuck, it's annoying. Now I've got to go through all these guys again to get back to where my, shit was. Alright, thankfully the run back to here wasn't too bad. But, anyway, I completely forgot that there was a Dark Wraith, like, out on this platform. I can just bait him. Bait, come on. There you go. Bait this jerk out over here. Maybe he'll drop a nice chunk for us. That'd be nice. Man, this weapon really fucking wrecks these guys, though. I had no idea that this weapon would be, so good against these dudes. They must have some kind of, like, magic weakness, I suppose. Another Titanite chunk, delicious. And I'm going to kill the other two up here just for shits and giggles, but you don't need to see that. Instead, I'm going to cut back to, actually after this, we're going to go and see Andre, so I'll see you there in a moment. Alright, so now we're back at the bonfire. Rest. Let's go see Andre. Look at all these souls we have too. So we should be able to do some upgrades once we get done with Andre here. Should be even better. Hey Petrus, what's news with you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nothing. Alright.
Sometimes I lose myself.
Whatever, man. Yeah, welcome back to the Undead Parish. As always, I'm going to come down here and just try to get a Boulder Knight drop. Try to get that helm. I want your helm, son. Give me the helm. None of yous are dropping the helm. Alright, whatever. Dickheads. Just for shits and giggles. I love the fact that, like, now, I remember when these guys were a threat, now I can, like, get shot with one of their arrows, and it's just like, oh, whatever, who cares? It doesn't really even affects anything. Alright, down here, let's go see Andre and give him these different embers that we got. Because we still haven't given him the ember for the Painted World either, which was a while ago. Hey, Andre, what's shaking?
Well, I'll be. That's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that.
Sure.
Well, thank you mightily for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of Astora gets the job done. You shall see.
Alright, we
I'll be seeing him,
we actually have two embers, so we'll talk to him again.
Show me that ember of yours. Well, I've never heard of a black ember. How about leaving that ember with me? I find it strangely fascinating. Yes. Well, thank you. This ember really is something special. I'm already under its spell. I sense great potential indeed.
Alright, so now we've given him those, we can modify our equipment. So, I can modify my Boulder Side Sword into a Boulder Side Sword plus 11, which I'm going to do right now. Now I can reinforce it plus 12. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's what I wanted. Yes. Plus 12, plus 13. Oh, I need 3 more chunks, and then I can make it plus 4, and then I just need my slab, and it'll be at full spec. Ah, that breaks my heart. Thing is, I don't know where I can... Yeah, I have to farm for chunks, basically, in order to get it all the way up. And for most of my the rest of my weapons, and my armor and stuff, sorry, too. I need to farm for those. But, anyway, let's just finish off with some leveling. Let's put it into... it's only enough for 2 levels. Let's put it into, Dex and Vitality. Yeah. Why not? Actually, you know what? Let's just get Dex all the way up to level 40. We're only 3 levels away from having it maxed out. Which, once my Boulder Knight Sword is at its maximum, means that it will be able to do the most damage that it is capable of doing. Which will be nice. Well, that's it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, it was a bit of a longer one. New Londo, as I said, is a pretty dense area. I've been recording for 45 minutes. By the time it's edited, I'm sure it's only be half an hour long, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope, as always, that you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I look forward to catching you next time. Peace out, and as always, have a good one.